it's not raining. I'm not counting my chickens. So I've just had my breakfast, my final B&B breakfast. I don't know if I actually showed my room. This one's got kind of roof windows you pull down and open up. Kind of do this, which is kind of fun. And you can see, I'm not sure if I showed you that, but you can see the river, kind of, sort of. And then you got a nice little bathroom area. I'm just gonna finish getting geared up now and get on my way. Today is my final 12th day of riding here in Ireland, and I'm excited that I'm gonna get to go home, but I'm pretty sad it's over. So it was calling for rain all day. It's not raining right now, and I'm hoping bike's all packed up. There might be one good stop on the way back, so I think we'll keep an eye out for that. Look at that, all ready to go. Fingers crossed. Today is my last ride in Ireland. I'm running out of memory for my cameras, so I thought what I would do is recap some of the wonderful things that I've seen over the past 2 weeks on my Celtic ride. Starting with flying out of Toronto on day one. All right. I had the most comfortable flight I've ever experienced. Not only was the business class seat fantastic, the flight was without any turbulent weather, and the visibility coming into Dublin Airport was pretty decent, so it made for a picturesque start to my journey. We've arrived. After checking into my hotel in the Liberties, I went out for a long walk to see some of the city, starting with a huge cathedral. We're here at St. Patrick's Cathedral. This place was so impressive, and it was great to see all the people relaxing and enjoying the park. So I'm gonna have to plan another trip. I've been here all of a couple of hours now, and I'm already planning another trip back to Ireland. Next, I made my way to Trinity College. This university has so much history and architecture to see. I highly recommend a stroll if you are in Dublin. It's a pretty big courtyard. And just amazing. And finally, I went searching for a photo op of an iron bench being reclaimed by nature. This tree is literally absorbing this bench. I've not seen anything like this before. On the morning of day 2, I arrived at Celtic Rider headquarters. After checking out some of the bikes they offer and getting geared up, I loaded up my bike for the next 12 days. Have a look at my bike. I have a BMW 900XR.
Enjoying the ride so
Beautiful. Oh my God.
The whole island is like this.
Amazing.
Ireland is the most least densely populated country in Western Europe. We've more sheep than people.
Yes, sir. Paul runs Celtic Rider, and he was good enough to join me for the first part of my ride. I found it helped me to quickly become familiar and comfortable with riding on the left-hand side. We began by hitting some military roads out in Wicklow County.
People would not automatically presume Ireland is a great motorcycle destination because you don't know what they're talking about, but I do. Because I'm born in Rareship. That is the Guinness Lake.
Oh my Lord.
Where the water for Guinness comes from. Okay, leave it.
Thank you.
This bridge that I'm at was featured in the movie P.S. I Love You, and it's where the two of them meet in Wicklow County.
After I parted ways with Paul, it was only minutes until I found a first location to stop and take in how incredible this landscape was. Every stop was more and more outstanding.
Side left, look right.
Day 3 started dry, but it was gonna be a wet one. I departed Glendalough early in the morning and rode north past Dublin towards the UK. My first stop, though, was going to be a prehistoric archaeological site.
Wow. Oh, it's off in the distance there. I don't know if you can see it way off that way.
Newgrange Visitor Centre was well worth the stop. Seeing these 5,000-year-old structures and how they were made really took you back in time.
So we're now at Newgrange. Checking out the passage tomb.
Continuing north, the rains really set in. But I was determined to see Tollymore Forest.
So this is Foley's Bridge, 1787. Wow. Then on to Belfast. So I'm at the Rusty Saddle, downtown Belfast. Exactly what I needed tonight. Day 4 was a picture-perfect sunny morning. I quickly departed Belfast and headed to my first photo stop, about an hour further north. But most of us will know this as the start of the King's Road. I believe these trees are beech trees, and they were planted for the estate back behind me as their grand entrance when you drove up. Continuing on, it was a short ride to the coast of Northern Ireland. And finally along the Antrim coast. I wandered the path to see some incredible views and see my next subject. And here we are. Kerry rope bridge. I decided this might be a good location to try out my drone that I had crashed a few days earlier. Just tried the drone. It's not happy. A stop or two later, I had made it to the Giant's Causeway. I'm just focusing down on this little section down in here, where it kind of does the little curvy thing. It's a pretty neat place. Wow. My final photo stop for the day was a castle ruin. So there it is from this angle. That's a little more serious looking. Let's take a picture of 10. Day 5 started as another clear, sunny day. With no real agenda, all I had to do was make my way to Donegal for some time in the afternoon. I decided to make my way further north and to check out the northmost point of mainland Ireland. I'm clouding up again. This is probably the furthest north I've been on the planet. I was so happy that I decided to make this stop at Mallinhead. The North Coast landscape was beautiful and quiet, even with the strong winds. I took a few minutes to sit down and reflect on where I was. While I was there, I met a courageous group of cyclists that call themselves the Peaky Riders. All dressed in period cycling clothing and riding matching bikes, they were riding from the north to the south to raise money for the Cancer Fund for Children. Amazing. Continuing on, I proceeded to another photo op. No wonder there's a castle up here. It's okay, guys. You don't need to run. Oh my gosh. Kerry did not disappoint. No one around and moody skies. And the top of a hill, I'm sure it's easy to defend. Finally, heading south again through the breathtaking scenery, I eventually passed through the Barnesmore Gap on my way towards my next accommodation. Cute little town. See if I can find the castle. Now that's a proper looking castle. Donegal Castle had a wonderfully restored tower house. It was worth the visit. Day 6 was another wet day. Starting back in the direction I came from the day before, I headed into the Glenveigh National Park. That's what's coming up. Look at that. Then I made a stop at Glenveigh Castle. Unfortunately, due to COVID, it was closed to visitors on the inside. But its grounds, gardens, and its fantastic setting in the mountains made for a great day of exploring. My camera, the other camera died, so on the way here we didn't get any video footage, which sucks, because it was pretty goddamn incredible. and nerve-wracking. But the gusts of wind are just like they're throwing me around. It's a pretty light bike. Damn. I'm pretty sad. Day 7 was yet another wet day filled with a little disappointment. I arrived to visit the Stonewall Fields, only to find it was another victim of COVID closures. Well, you've got to be kidding. Day 8 had a rough start, but I eventually made my way through some rain and high winds to a place called Kylemore Abbey. Look at this place behind me right here. Are you kidding me? Welcome to Kylemore. Listen to that. It turned out to be a lovely day checking out the grounds and interiors of this stunning estate. We got a shot. My 9th day was another moving day. It was cloudy, but it made for some great picture taking. There's a castle on the right-hand side, just here in the inlet. Dunguire Castle. Well, that's pretty cool, man. Just up the road here towards the car park, there was a spot where I think I can get a decent picture with that nice dramatic sky in the background. Hopefully it's still there and hasn't blown up. What a lovely spot. Hopefully this weather stays for a few more minutes. Basically along the side of the road, I've come across one here. Taken a few pictures. Neat to kind of have one all to yourself. Very calm place, very spiritual feeling. When I arrived in the Burren, I found what appeared to be like a moonscape, with several ancient tombs throughout the area to visit. Well, that's certainly a lot more impressive than the one I saw on the side of the road. How wonderful. Wind. I know I talk about it a lot. It's a big part of my life right now. On day 10, the crazy constant winds didn't let up. You know, the past like 5 days, this is the first point you walk to. You can tell why they're so famous. It's just beautiful. Well, that was great. So amazing. That was Cliffs of Moher. From the cliffs, I rode along the coast and back into the Burren, where I tried out Corkscrew Hill. Hey man, if that bus can do it, I can do it. So much fun riding up the winding road. And back to Bunratty. It is a corkscrew. Tons of fun. Wish I had my drone. I would park it here and go down.
There's no damn bar up here.
Bunratty Castle. That was pretty cool inside. Like, each castle that I've seen as I've gone along gets progressively bigger and bigger. Like, that's the real thing, man. Wow. Look at that plant. This folklore park is incredible. It's so much fun. Look at this little guy. Look at him. Hi. It's kind of hokey, but I wish I had a whole kind of afternoon here. I think it would have been fun. Oh, hi. Hi, how are you? You are so tiny. You are so tiny. Hi. It's kind of like a street you'd find at Disney. But nobody's here. And all these shops are selling what they sell. Love this building. Look at that. So impressive. Day 11 started with a lovely ride through the country with a visit to a windmill. It's pretty massive. Don't expect to see windmills here like this, but there you go. Well, I wish I had the drone today. Oh my God, look at this. Then the impressive Connor Pass. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. I think this was one of my favorite roads. Wow, this is just amazing. steep grade, that's for sure. I had a little detour going on here, but it's taking me up here. This was my bike, sure, not a problem, but there's no way in hell I'm going down that hill with this bike. So that's that. Today is the second last day of the ride, and it's going to be a good one, I hope. This is the Ring of Kerry we're hitting today, and I'm kind of excited. Let's go see what we see. Day 12 was a gorgeous day. I began with a short ride to the Killarney National Park to grab a photo. Bike is tucked away. Got my tripod. I think I see my subject now. It's huge. This is the Torque waterfall. Isn't that gorgeous? And what an awesome way to see this island riding on a motorcycle. It's just perfect. The final cherry on top was the Ring of Kerry. I would say it is a must-see if you ever go to Ireland.
It's been a long, long day, and we're needing a swim. So, what are you gonna do? You gotta see it through, and they'll all sleep much better.
This location's called Ladies View, where Queen Victoria's ladies in waiting used to like to stop and just look at the scenery. No kidding. The final stretch of the day was endless miles of stunning scenery. And that brings me to day 13, my ride back towards Dublin. I just have one stop I'm going to make. I knew I had to stop and take at least one picture. This place looked like it should have a dragon sitting on the rooftop. Holy smokes, a Rock of Cashel. I wish I had more footage, I'm out of data. Later that afternoon, the sun had come out, and I had found my way back to Celtic Rider. I'm back. I've done the full trip, 12 days of riding. Motorcycle's back in one piece, thank goodness. I'm here at Celtic Rider. Unbelievable. One of the most amazing experiences I could have ever imagined. Couldn't have done it without these fine people. Make sure you give Paul a call. So full circle, I'm back where I started in Dublin. Well, not quite full circle. I kind of left that south section just, for a reason to come back. Anyways, amazing. Everything was amazing. Hopefully I got enough today. It's kind of just a lot of riding on country roads. Nothing spectacular, but kind of neat to see the Rock of Cashel. What a trip. I've seen so much cool stuff, so many neat places, people. Anyways, if you liked today's video, please give me a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and that'll be it. I guess we'll see you in the next adventure, whatever that may be. Thanks for watching. I want to thank you all for joining me on this adventure. I have no idea where I will go next, but if you have any suggestions, please leave them in the comments below. I can't wait to see them. Until the next time, ride safe and stay well.